Hey everybody, Aaron here. Another video. This one I want to talk about distributed workforces and how to do safety when your people are spread out all over the US or all over the world or all over the state. They don't necessarily come in and check in every day. This is a problem that came up recently on a phone call that I had with someone. And yeah, the question is, what do you do about this? And how do you have accountability, and how do you make sure that everybody does what they're supposed to do? And so, anyway, this kind of ties in a little bit with some of the safety culture videos that I've done in the past. It starts with a good system. Now, that system, if you're a smaller business, does not have to be some kind of expensive software. Although a learning management system, an LMS, definitely could help here. But most of this stuff you could just do with a simple Google spreadsheet and a few Google Forms. Or if you use the Microsoft Office products, it would be, Microsoft Forms and Microsoft Excel. You have everything right there in that technology stack to do what you need to do to set up a system that can scale out to people all over the world, no matter where they're working. And so here's what that would look like. The first thing is you need a single point where all employees can sort of go and log in and have a centralized spot where all of your safety forms exist. Maybe there's a QR code, that you send out to everybody, and they could scan that, and it takes them to a web page where you have, a link to the safety training. Maybe you have a link to your safety documentation, your safety manual. You're supposed to provide copies to all employees, right? You could password protect that, so they have to log in if you want to. And ultimately, what you would want to eventually set up is a set of forms that employees have to fill out either every day, every week, or every month, every quarter, every year, around these activities that you do, or that you decide that you want your company to do. So examples of this would be safety meetings. Maybe, either the leads, or maybe there's an email that's sent out with a safety topic and people need to read the safety meeting topic for the day. Well, if they go fill out the attendance form, you can set it up so that information shows up in a spreadsheet, so you can track who is doing the safety meetings and who is not. The same is true of safety training. You could do this for pre-work inspections. You could have a form for that. And there's all these little activities that you can choose or choose not to do. And then these forms are accessible through the scanning of a QR code. And again, anybody can do this from anywhere in the world. You can create the questions, and you can create the frequency at which they have to do these things. And once you have a system like this set up so that it rolls over into a spreadsheet and you can see who's doing what and who's not doing what happens is, you have a meeting and you just communicate what the expectation is. Hey, everybody is required to attend the safety meeting or read the safety topic for the week. Every individual must go fill out the attendance form or the completion form when they do that. Same with the training. Everyone is required to do a safety training when that is sent out via email. If someone does not do it and the form doesn't get filled out, well, there's no data in your spreadsheet showing that they did it. And I'm oversimplifying a little bit. The system that you create does take a little work. I do this routinely, set these things up. But once you have it set up, it's actually a beautiful thing, because it really kind of runs in the background all by itself. And you can literally get a safety system up and running and scaled all over the world if you want to, and have that running. And it takes very little effort to maintain that once you have it set up. I mean, there is no reason why you couldn't spend 1 hour a week, or maybe 30 minutes a week, maybe even like 10 or 15 minutes a week maintaining that safety system. So anyway, if you're in a situation where not everybody is on site, they're all over the place, there is a way to solve that. So if you're interested, reach out to me. In fact, if you go to the YouTube channel, you're on a video now. If you go to the main channel, there's a link there where you can click on it, and it'll take you over to a very simplified version of the spreadsheets that I set up. And you can take a look at that and download that, or make a copy of it yourself and, run with it and set that up. But if you don't want to go through all that, you can also just message me through my website there, and maybe we could set that up for you, and then you could take it and run with it, or we could manage it for you. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Hope this helped.